What's up, you guys? It's your girl Kai Simone, and I'm back with another video. This video I have a guest star chosen. This video I will be doing a story time. This is my first ever story time. It will be about my traumatic birth experience. If you watch my labor and delivery vlog, then y'all still won't know what went on because I left a lot of things out because I wanted to make a separate video on the whole story time. You would think that I had a smooth, good birth, but honestly, I did not. I went through a lot, and I'm just here to tell my story. So a lot of people always ask me, like, how was it? How was it? And I'd rather them just have the whole story, the whole spiel, so they can look at this video and just see how it was, because birth is not easy, y'all. Just go ahead and get into this video. Subscribe to me if you're not subscribed. Like this video and comment on this video and tell me what other videos y'all want to see, or y'all can comment and tell me how y'all birth experience went. So without further ado, let's get right into this story time. Okay, first thing first, I'ma say this. When I went to the doctor's appointment, I went to every single appointment. I never missed an appointment. They checked me every time. They never said anything was wrong or anything. Like, I was always good. I was considered as a healthy pregnancy. But one time, it was like my third checkup. I had an ultrasound, and they told me that it looks like I have velamitous cord insertion. Basically, it's like where the cord is loosely attached to the placenta. The blood doesn't flow all the way because it's loose, and it makes your baby smaller. They said if I do have this, that at birth, then I would have to push extra harder to deliver my placenta. So when they told me that, I was very discouraged. Like, I was very sad. I didn't want this, but they were saying that at the next appointment that they was gonna check it again, because they see it sometimes, and then after the next appointment, it's not there. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm not gonna worry too much on it, because I probably don't even have this for real. They just saying that it looks like I have it. They don't even know for real. So I went to my other ultrasound appointment, and they told me that, oh, your cord looks good, you're fine, you don't have it. So I'm like, okay, bet. Remember all that, because this will come back up again in the later on birth. They checked my blood pressure, they checked my iron, like they checked everything, and I was always good. Fast forward to about 38 weeks. When I hit 38 weeks, I started experiencing my feet starting to swell. It really wasn't that bad. It really came like towards like the end of the day. So I'm thinking, oh, it's just because I'm on my feet all day. I didn't really think nothing of it. My mama told me to tell the doctor that my feet were swelling. I see a lot of people, their feet swell. I'm just thinking like it's pregnancy, like it's no big deal. And I actually like just forgot to tell them. Time go by. Now we fast forward to the day that my water broke, April 4th. So that day, I was at the baseball field with my nephew and my boyfriend, and we was just chilling, like, but I was sitting down and my stomach just felt very, very tight. Like, it just felt different than it was before, like the other days. So I kind of noticed it, but I didn't think nothing of it. I just thought it was tightening like Braxton Hicks. That's what I thought it was. So I was like, okay, cool. So after that, I went home and I laid in my bed, and it felt like my water broke. Like, well, it didn't feel like my water broke. It felt like I peed on myself. So I got up to go to the bathroom. When I sat down, nothing came out. But when I stood up, everything came out. So my water had broke, and then that's when I knew I needed to go to the hospital. So y'all, I got to the hospital, and basically they checked my blood pressure, and they said my blood pressure was a little high. Then they checked my temperature, and they said that I had a temperature. And I'm like, what? Like, I'm not even hot. Like, they said I had a temperature. So I'm like, okay, cool. So they said they was gonna check it in like a few more hours, and I was like, okay. So while I'm in the little triage room, everything was good. My water was still breaking. My water was breaking until like the next day, which I never knew that happened. But I was not contracting. I was not dilating. And that was a problem, because you can't go without, like, your water, when your water breaks, you have to like give birth in a certain amount of period of time. So they wasn't concerned for me, because they was like, I'm in risk of infection because my water is breaking, but I'm not dilating and I need to have this baby. So they had already told me that they was gonna have to induce me if I wasn't dilating, which I did not want to be induced because I heard so many bad things. I didn't want Pitocin because Pitocin like strengthens up your contractions. It help you dilate faster. So I was like, bro, I don't want that because the contractions are gonna be heavy, and I know I'm not gonna be able to do it if I get Pitocin. Time came and I wasn't dilating, and I was in risk of infection. So they started me off with a low dose of Pitocin, and then it just got stronger and stronger. So I did about 5 contractions. After that 5th contraction, I was like, no, I cannot handle this. I want the epidural. They gave me IV medicine, and that knocked me out. It had me talking crazy. It had me so drugged up. So then they ended up giving me the epidural afterwards. So I didn't feel anything with the epidural. I didn't even, like, I fell asleep while they was giving me the epidural. That's how drugged up I was. So after that, got the epidural, and I was really out. Like, I didn't feel nothing. It numbed me from my waist all the way down. I didn't feel my legs. Like, I couldn't even move my legs. Somebody else had to, like, pick my legs up. I couldn't feel nothing. Only thing I could feel is me wiggling my toes. Like, that's the only thing that I could feel. So then time came by, and I'm still dilating. So they tell me that it looks like I have preeclampsia. I have the symptoms. Mind you, I never had a symptom other than swollen feet till I gave birth. My feet had swelled up so bad. Like, oh my God, it was worse than it has ever been. I had a fever. Blood pressure was sky high. So I'm just like, man, like, I got preeclampsia. They did tell me that if with preeclampsia, it's something they told me. I forgot exactly what it was, but they said something about a seizure. But they said that they was going to give me something to prevent the seizure from happening while giving birth. So I'm like, what? But I'm like, okay, they're going to give me something. Okay, cool. So time go by, and time for me to push. I'm at 9 centimeters. At 9 centimeters, she actually, like, she did something with my cervix. Like, she pushed his head, like, in front of my cervix. She did something like that. Because I was stuck at 9 centimeters. So she did something like that. And then after that, she was like, oh, yeah, it's time to give birth. So I'm like, it's time to give birth? Like, I thought she was just checking my cervix, and then she was just doing something to make me, like, she was like, oh yeah, it's time to push. It's time to, I'm like, what? Like, my dad was in the room. He wasn't even supposed to be in the labor room while me giving birth. Like, it was just supposed to be my mom and my boyfriend. But he was in there, and then, so he just stayed in there, y'all. So, it's time for me to give birth. It's time for me to give birth. So, I'm just pushing. Y'all seen that footage of me pushing. Y'all seen him coming out. So all that went well. I did lose a lot of blood. But yeah, y'all, I didn't feel anything. Like, the epidural completely, like, worked. Like, I don't know how it was gonna be if I went natural. But the only thing I did feel is just feel like pressure in your buttocks. Like, it literally just feels like pressure. It feels like you have to poop or you constipated. That's literally what it feels like. So after that, I gave birth. He came out. So now it's time for my placenta to come out. Well, my placenta didn't want to come out. And so remember when I told y'all about the velamentous cord insertion? So that just bring me back to when they told me that they said I didn't have it. But obviously I had it if they couldn't even deliver my placenta. Like, they really had their hand in me, like, trying to grab my placenta. They was working on that for a long time. And, like, the lady who delivered me, she had to call somebody else in and try to get it out. So it was a black lady. She was doing it. So she got one hand in me, and then she just pushes down on my stomach. And I said, bro, I feel like I'm finna throw up. Soon as she did that, it's like, that made me so sick to my stomach when she pushed down on my stomach. Like, the whole time she's trying to get the placenta out. They haven't gave me no medicine or nothing that they said they was gonna give me. She's trying to get the placenta out. She pushed down on my stomach. I said, bro, I feel like I'm finna throw up. So they seen me like this. So the midwife, not the midwife, but the lady that was taking care of me, the nurse, she handed me like a vomit bag. And so they put the vomit bag to me, and that's all I remember, y'all. That is all I remember. I had a seizure. Like, that is so crazy because I have never had a seizure before. Never would expect that to happen. Like, they were just so busy worrying about getting my placenta that they had forgot everything they said. Like, they wasn't even stomach. And it's crazy because they didn't even notice that I was having a seizure. My mom noticed. Like, she told her, she said, she's having a seizure. Like, they were not paying no attention to me whatsoever. And it was like about 4 people in the room, and none of them realized that I was having a seizure. My eyes were rolling back in my head. I was making noises. I was shaking. And that's just crazy. Like, of course, I don't remember this. Of course, they're telling me what I did. But that just really messed me up. Like, to know that I really just did that. And it's crazy because it's like, while I was having the seizure, it seemed like I blacked out. Like, it seems like I was going back to something like deja vu. It seemed like I was having like a dream or something while it was happening. I remember like having a dream. So I wake up, my whole room is filled with people just staring at me. They asking me what's my name, and they asked me some more other questions. I remember they asked me what my name was. They were just trying to see did I remember anything, stuff like that, make sure that I was good. The seizure didn't last long. My mom and my boyfriend, they had to step out the room because they just could not see me like that. My dad, he stayed in. He had Chosen in his hands. He said he wasn't finna leave me, but he also said his legs locked up. Like, he couldn't even run out the room. Like, they were scared, so they got up and like went out the room. But he said, he was like, nah, I'm not leaving out this room. So, yep, had the seizure, and after that, everybody was really like monitoring me extra hard. They kept coming in, talking to me, asking me stuff. Like, that was so traumatic. Like, I don't even remember them getting the placenta out. Like, after that, everything was really just a blur. I was just trying to figure out what happened, what was I doing in the midst of the seizures, and I was trying to figure out, am I prone to having them now? That's really like the only thing I was worrying about. Like, am I prone to having them? And they told me no, and I was like, okay, cool. So after that, I did have to get 2 stitches. They were 1st degree tears, so they wasn't bad at all. I never did feel them, y'all. What are you doing? You just all over the place. Oh no, you're not gonna start that. You're not gonna do this on my blog. You're not gonna do this on my blog. You're not gonna do this. They were taking good care of me. They was like putting me on the tux and the dermoplast. Like, I could not move. I was still numb and stuff. It took a while for the epidural to wear off, and stuff like that. Look at him. So yeah, they were just taking good care of me while I was in the bed. My mom did stay with me that night, cause she was so scared. She said she was just waking up, just looking at me to make sure I was still breathing. The few days in the hospital afterwards, like after I got off the catheter and after I was pretty much on my own and had to pee and stuff, I was in so much freaking pain, like so much freaking pain. I couldn't even move. Like, I didn't even want to walk. When I walked, my legs were so far apart when I walked because I didn't want to close them. Like, it was so bad. Like, I was like walking like a penguin, even worse. Like, I didn't want to get up to go to the bathroom. If you came to the hospital and saw me, you saw that my legs were spread open. Like, they was not closed. Like, one foot was on the bed, one foot was on the chair off the bed. Like, it was so freaking bad. Like, oh my God, I never would have thought that it hurts that bad. I was so swollen down there, like, oh my God. So they took the catheter out and they said I had to pee on my own. So I went to the bathroom. Y'all, they said the pee burn. The pee don't feel like nothing. Like, it does not burn. Y'all just already burning. That's what it is. But that pee, it did not burn. Well, maybe if you got like bad stitches, it'll probably burn. But it didn't burn me, y'all, at all. So I did use the little Perry bottle and stuff like that, and all the stuff they gave me. All that made me feel good. The dermoplast and the tux. If you haven't had a child, make sure that you get that. when it's time to have a child, because that will make you feel so much better. The first poop didn't hurt. Like, none of that hurts. Like, none of it. So after that, I did have to stay an extra day because, y'all, my blood pressure was still high after I gave birth. Like, it was like extremely high. They had me on blood pressure pills. It was that high. And they had me on... Why you spit that out, boy? Yeah, I'm back. I had to fix him a bottle. Why I look like he water? Shay, that's just how my hair lands. Shay, I'm not bald for real. But, come on. Come on, shake a butt. Shake a butt. What time it is? 2:50. Okay, so, I suggest you use everything that they gave you. I had to stay an extra day just for them to monitor me, blood pressure pills and stuff like that. And after I came home, I was still on blood pressure pills. I had to go to the OBGYN, get checkups for my blood pressure. They still have me on the pills, but I no longer take them because my blood pressure is doing good by myself. Yeah. Like, my blood pressure has went back to normal. They did have me on iron pills too because I lost a lot of blood. My iron wasn't low prior to giving birth either. Yeah. So, moral of the story is, a baby really changes your body, which is crazy. I never expected that. That was like, I was really going through it. Like, I had an okay birth, but I was really going through it mentally. Like, in the hospital and when I came home for like the first week. After the first week of me being home, the swelling went down. I was walking normal. I was doing everything normal. The bleeding stopped after 2 weeks. So it stopped completely fast. And I never did bleed heavy. Like, I guess I lost so much blood at the hospital that I didn't even bleed for real. Like, it was so freaking light. Like, it didn't even like fill up a whole pad. So like, it was super light. A baby, I was really emotional at the hospital, and when I came home for the super fat, I could not do much. I felt like everybody was bonding with Cho, like, other than me, like, cause y'all, I couldn't do nothing. Like, I couldn't move around. I couldn't change no diaper. I didn't change a diaper for real until like the second week I came home, because I changed one at the hospital with his dad, but his dad was doing it, and I just got up. Like, that's when it was like the day before I was going home. I was like, bro, like, I just feel like everybody doing everything for my child. Like, I want to do something. Like, I just felt so helpless. Like, I just felt like I wasn't doing enough. So I got up out of bed, hurting and all, just to help change a diaper. And he peed on both of us, like, in the hospital. Like, that was so crazy. Like, our first diaper change, he peed on us. We was like, oh my God. We the new parents. Like, what the hell? Like, his dad, he was doing everything. Like, getting up in the middle of the night, doing everything. My mom was doing everything. Like, I had broke down. Like, I broke down in my room just crying. I was like, I just feel like, how am I going to take care of a child if I'm not better? Like, I just want to be better. I remember saying that. My mom was like, bro, we got Chosen. Like, you just worry about getting yourself back together. Like, Cho is okay. Like, you just worry about feeling better, getting back right. And it's good that you have, like, support like that. Like, I hate when people don't have that support, because that's when the people go through postpartum depression. I don't feel like I went through, I don't think it's over yet, but next week my 6 weeks will be up. But I don't feel like I just went through postpartum depression. I don't think I have been through postpartum depression or had any, like, depressed. Well, I had a depressing moment. That was it. But I have a lot of support. Like, they give me breaks. Like, me and his dad have him, like, Monday through Friday. Me and his dad have him until my mama gets off. My mama get off, she grab him from us, like, and she have him until it's about time to go to sleep. And if it's any time in the middle of the night, he's crying, she gets him, like, even if she have to work in the morning, like, she gets him. So, like, we just have that good support. His grandparents come over watch him while we do anything, or like, it's just the little small stuff that counts. And I'm just thankful to have them. Thankful that I have that support, because I'll probably be going crazy with your little crybaby self. They say boys be crybabies. Yes, definitely. But he's not really a crybaby for real. He's just spoiled. He don't like to be put down. And the milk that he was on at first was making him very like constipated, so his stomach was hurting. So other than that, pregnancy has been good. Postpartum has been good. I'm back to normal. I feel fine. Yeah, mentally I am doing good. Like I said, I haven't had the time to stress or worry or get overwhelmed, because they don't let me get overwhelmed. So I can definitely say that I'm doing good. I'm ready to be back to normal, where I can go out and go in stores and just do other stuff. Like, I'm just ready for me and him to pop out. Like, I'm ready for us to pop out together. And yeah, and then like as far as the car stuff, I'm still in the car scene, not going anywhere. Yes, me and FSO is still cool. I'm still in FSO. Yeah, that's really about it. That's my birth story. It really don't sound as bad, but bro, in the moment it was terrible. Like, a seizure is crazy. Like, it's crazy. But thank you guys for watching this video. I hope y'all enjoyed my very first story time. Hope I didn't bore y'all. I'm trying to make longer videos now, so I will try to make like extra long videos. I got more videos coming to y'all. And yeah, I just want y'all to stay tuned and roll to 60K. And yeah, we out, niggas.